There's this myth that as artists that we have to do it all by ourselves. This like romantic notion that we have to suffer in silence and create our art in the what's the word? In the cradle of suffering. But in reality, that only leads to slow growth, feeling burnt out, and eventually probably just throwing in the towel. For years, I tried to do that. I thought I had to write all of these songs by myself. I had to write these masterpieces, and I never shared them with anybody. Like very, very rarely did I ever share them with anybody. And I would constantly be refining them in my little music laboratory all by myself. And I never got any real feedback either. Like I never shared them with other artists that could have said something like, yeah, like great verse, great chorus, but like your bridge or I didn't have that kind of feedback or support. And this really led to little to no progress. It wasn't until I started up my songwriting community, Song Farm, that I began to actually play my music for other artists and get feedback. And there was a sense of built-in accountability as well, because we meet, every weekend, every Saturday we do our song circles, or every other Saturday, I guess it is now. But that accountability had me actually start to show up for myself more as a songwriter, because I knew I had to have something finished each week. And getting feedback from other artists, even if I didn't use what they said, and oftentimes I did, I'd walk away. I mean, as a songwriter, I think I've gotten a lot better, but I'd walk away and I would feel more confident, more self-assured as a songwriter. Because sometimes just hearing other artists where they're at, it kind of pulls the veil back and you realize, like, you know what, like nobody's got this really figured out. Like nobody's perfect. And I don't have to be perfect either. And where I'm at is pretty cool. So go me, It's like it gives you a sense of confidence there. So the lesson, the real point I'm trying to make is like, don't try to go it alone. You'll just end up stranded somewhere in the desert, so to speak. You know what I mean? You need to find people to go with you. You need to find, whether it's fellow songwriters, musicians, a community, or a coach or a mentor, someone who can shine some light on your process and maybe give you some clarification, give you some direction, different paths you can go. This is what really will lead to your growth. So I made a video before talking about perfectionism, because oftentimes it's this idea that we have to be perfect all the time that keeps us from actually reaching out and like trying to connect with other artists and mentors and communities. So if that's you, watch that video. Hopefully that'll help. But the takeaway from that video is like, you only get better by putting yourself out there, by risking your ego. And that's how you actually grow. So if you are dealing with perfectionism, and if you think that you have to do it all by yourself, just realize that you're probably not moving forward in a way that you want. You probably feel like you're stagnating or you're stuck. So definitely encourage you to link up with a community or reach out for help with somebody. I do offer coaching for artists. If you're looking for that, you can book a free consultation call with me. We can just chat, see where you're at. Or if you want to check out a songwriting community, you can check out mine. It's called Song Farm. I'll link to it in the description below as well. But there are lots of opportunities out there, guys. Even if it's just like your local community, going to an open jam or a song circle or an open mic. Get out there, meet your community, get engaged, and risk your ego getting beat up a little bit. So hope that kind of gave you a little bit of encouragement. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. And yeah, good luck to you, and hopefully see you down the road.